Good day, I'm Andrea Chizom and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, February 11. There will be no increase to property tax rates in the next fiscal year. In a statement to Parliament on Tuesday, Finance Minister Dr. Peter Phillips said instead the focus would be on improving collections.
In this regard, a bill entitled the Property Tax Act Amendments will be coming to Parliament in the next parliamentary year to give the fiscal authorities the power to introduce specific compliance measures that we would expect should result in an increase in the property tax compliance rate.
For the 2013-2014 fiscal year, the property tax collection rate was 80%, and the rate for this fiscal year is projected at 75%. Portmore had the highest collection rate of 98.4%, while St. Elizabeth had the lowest collection rate of 64%. Prime Minister Portia Simpson-Miller has expressed confidence that Jamaica is on track to meet its seventh straight successful IMF performance review. She was addressing members of the diplomatic corps on Tuesday.
We are encouraged to have achieved economic growth of 1.8% between the middle of 2013 and the same period in 2014. We recognize, however, that we will need greater levels of growth and jobs to secure the economic gains that our people need.
To achieve that, the Prime Minister says her administration will be executing some priority plans this year.
As we move forward, my government will continue the commitment to our economic reform program, redouble our efforts to create jobs, encourage higher levels of growth and investment, and continue to improve our physical and social infrastructure.
The Rural Agricultural Development Authority RADA says farmers affected by the drought in 2014 have been able to bounce back as a result of a $50 million mitigation program. RADA's Chief Executive Officer Lenworth Fulton says the money was used to institute rainwater harvesting methods and help farmers with seedlings and land preparation. He says the program helped the farmers maintain a steady supply of produce during the past Christmas period. Government has set aside $45 million more to continue the program in the new fiscal year.
The government has promised to make that available to continue the drought assistance and the mitigation that is needed for the year 2015-2016. We eagerly await that to continue the program of rehabilitation to our farmers.
Mr. Fulton gave the update at a JIS think tank session on Tuesday. He also encouraged the farmers to be climate smart by studying the changes in the weather and plan accordingly. Jamaica has extended its sympathies to countries affected by terrorism and is standing in solidarity with those nations. The commitment was made by Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade Minister Senator A.J. Nicholson as he addressed members of the diplomatic corps on Tuesday.
Jamaica rejects and condemns terrorism in all forms and continues to support regional and international efforts to combat this scourge.
In 2014, there were several acts of terrorism in Syria, Nigeria, and Ukraine, with recent attacks in France in 2015. The Justice Ministry is to launch the Montego Bay Restorative Justice Center next week. Acting Director of the Restorative Justice Unit, Justice Roydon Hall, says the newest center will be launched on February 17 at 49 Union Street in Overton Plaza in downtown Montego Bay. It's one of several activities taking place this month to increase awareness of the benefits of restorative justice.
On the 27th of February, we'll be having our 6th International Conference in Restorative Justice, where Mr. Ted Wachtel would be our keynote speaker with Professor Jermaine McAlpin from the University of the West Indies. We will all be sharing in this information space.
Where's that again?
And this will be held at the Knutsford Court Hotel.
And finally, the installation of energy-saving streetlights along Montego Bay's elegant corridor is going well, and the project should be completed by mid-year. It's being financed by the Tourism Enhancement Fund at a cost of $248 million. The project involves the installation of LED lamps along a section of the North Coast Highway from the Sangster International Airport roundabout to the Iberia Star Hotel at Lilliput.
At present, trenches are currently being dug. The cables are being laid and the base pillar for the light poles are being installed in the medians of the roadway from Sea Castles to Sugar Mill. Work will begin shortly on the eastern side of the thoroughfare from Sea Castles to Lilliput.
The tourism minister was addressing a special Jamaica House briefing in Montego Bay recently. He said the lights were being installed in segments over an 8-month period. And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Andrea Chisholm. Thank you for watching.